What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. Let's go ahead and make some Cajun fries in our Magic Chef air fryer. Now, you could use this in the Magic Chef air fryer, any air fryer you like. You could do it in the oven, or you could deep fry it. The best thing about these fries is that they have a nice crispy coating on the outside of them that makes them extremely delicious. Only a few ingredients needed to hook this up. Well, let's take a look at them. These are the ingredients we're going to need to hook up these Cajun fries. I have about 1.5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. You could use whatever kind of potatoes you want. And I have them cut up, cut them as thick or as thin as you'd like. I have some corn flour, cornmeal, Cajun seasoning. The Cajun seasoning I happen to be using is from Tbsp. I really like this. Some olive oil and some hot sauce. Now the hot sauce I'm using is a little bit different. If you wanted to go with something a little bit more authentic and go with like a Louisiana kind of a hot sauce, do that. This is optional, but I actually like a hot sauce that's hot and has some flavor, so we're going with something a little bit different. The first thing I need to do is we need to coat these potatoes with about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Kind of mix this up a little bit. And we're going to get these in the air fryer, and we're going to cook these at about 300 degrees for 15 minutes just to get them kind of partially cooked. Now when we add these fries to this air fryer, it really doesn't matter if the potatoes are on top of each other or anything like that. We're just really trying to get a nice little cook on these, just to cook them down a little bit. So we got those in. Like I said, we're going to go 10 to 15 minutes on 300 degrees. So let me go ahead and set my temperature. And our time, I'm going to just set it for 10 minutes to begin. And we'll pick it up once this is done. These fries have cooked about 10 minutes and they are partially cooked through. I'm going to go ahead and let these cool down for about 10 minutes. Then we'll get on to the next step. Partially cooked fries have cooled down a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw just a few dashes of hot sauce in here. And this is going to serve two purposes. It's going to give us something for our coating to stick to. And it's going to flavor our fries. So I got that. We're going to go ahead and get our seasoning in. So we have our Old Bay seasoning. Our cornmeal and our corn flour. And we're going to throw our fries in here and just shake it up. And make sure that these are coated evenly and generously. It's not going to be, I say generously, it's not going to be a thick coating. Just make sure that there's a nice light coating on all of these. Now we're going to go ahead and throw these back in our air fryer. Actually, let me not pour that in there. I don't want a bunch of seasoning at the bottom of my tray. Now this air fryer does have a grate in it, so a lot of this seasoning that may fall in there, what we're going to do is just go ahead and shake the basket, and that seasoning is going to drop below. Alright. So let's go ahead and shake this basket, make sure all that extra seasoning drops below. If you have an air fryer and don't have one of these olive oil misters, you gotta grab one of these. If you don't have one, link's gonna be in the description. Grab you one of these. These things are good to go. We're just gonna go ahead and hit it with just a few sprays, just enough to get it looking a little bit moist. We're gonna throw this back in our air fryer And I'm going to set this at about 12 minutes. And then we're just going to take a look at it at that point and see if there's a reason to go any longer on this. And then I'm going to pump the temperature up to 375 degrees for 12 minutes. So these fries have gone about a total of another 18 minutes. I did check them a few minutes ago and they were looking good to go. As a matter of fact, check those out right there. Those look awesome. I'm going to go ahead and plate these up and see what we think about the crispiness and the flavor of these. Now that's what they look like all plated up. They certainly smell good. Let's get down to the taste, texture, and all that good stuff. Man. Certainly a nice crisp with that coating on there. Has plenty of that Cajun flavoring. This right here is good to go. If you're looking for a different, unique French fry recipe, you can knock out in your air fryer. You can do it in your oven, and you can obviously deep fry it. This right here is a go-to recipe. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, I'm out.